Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here. Welcome to another Etheria restart video. Are you still struggling with clearing Rengoketsu? Well, look no further. With the newest updates, actually all of the infernal difficulties and below, they all have the latest ranking strategies involved. And yes, this video, we're going to go over some of the biggest quality of life improvements, ranging from being able to copy some of the best teams for any PvE content and difficulty, alongside things like the PvP loadout, so that we don't have to mix our PvE as well as PvE content. And yeah, let's get to it, because I think these are some really amazing stuff, and it's a step in the right direction for sure. Now, first things first, okay, I know a lot of you guys are struggling with Rengo, for example. It is the most annoying infernal boss in my opinion, but hey, you know what? Previously, we only had the clear times to take a look at some of the fastest teams available, and also the recent clears to take a look at some of the teams that people use with replay capabilities. But why not combine both and play it with statistics? You can see that you can break it down by usage rate, right? This is very nicely presented with, look at this, a usage of 21% on this super stall heavy team with Linglo and Vice. Of course, the duration is a bit longer, and it's 100% auto, so you can make it so that it only shows teams that you have, right, the characters you have, and also auto only, right? And if we click on the button, it will show you clear times from these runs with the ability to replay. So this is really nice, and honestly, a huge shout out to the devs for making this happen. So you can see a lot of people may not be able to run some of these super heavily invested teams, but they can copy this SR or 2 RSR and then 2 SSR Linglo Claws Didding combo, right? And not only that, you can also long press and take a look at their gears. So hey, you know what, this isn't a super broken Diddy in comparison to some of the ones I see. So hey, maybe I can copy his stats. And also the Vice, what are they running on the right side? Effect accuracy, and HP bonus, so get that tankiness on the Bramble to counter, and got Swift Smite and Swift Rush as well. So this is a pretty well built, and I need to check, of course, hey, the speed tuning for Claws, and also how good the Lingo has to be. So this is all very useful information. Not to mention, you can also go into it and see the replay yourself. So you can see that the class is so fast that she gets to go first, and the silence gets resisted during this run, but it doesn't matter because Linglo will always be able to cleanse and provide immunity, and the damage coming out from Rengo isn't enough. Because you have the immunity, you don't have to fear about your Didding, right, getting attack down or silence. And once again, we have Fortismo to top everyone off, and look at that, this is really good. And because you taunted the Rengo with the Vice as well, there's a less chance of you essentially taking a heavy hit. So this is excellent. I'm loving this setup, I'm loving this strategy, and I'm going to be able to copy this by just following the investment and following the skill upgrades and gear. So this is all amazing to see, and props once again to the devs for making this happen. So yep, that's one team now that we may not know about if we didn't have this game mode. And we can see a lot of people are copying this one team because it has such a huge usage rate, right? So this is really nice. Now, another thing that's also very nice for the quality of life stuff is the PvP arena loadout. Now, I need to tell you guys to make sure that when you're doing GVG, this is turned off, okay? Because if you do GVG with this on, GVG will use your arena loadout, which means that all of your characters are going to be messed up. So don't do that. Definitely do not do that when you're doing your GVG hits. Turn it off. Otherwise, you won't be able to edit your GVG loadouts in the screen. So make sure it's off when you're loading in with your GVG. Otherwise, the GVG characters will just use your arena loadout. So make sure you have that in mind. But for the arena loadouts, it's quite nice because you can do your PvP with the click of a button, and all of these characters for RTAs, for your PvPs, they can utilize their best gear as you're gearing through the rest, right? So this is super important, and saves a lot of time to swap things around, and I absolutely love this. And another thing that helps you prevent swapping things around is, of course, the new formation system. For example, I run a Doki one-tap team that isn't really used anywhere else, and yeah, I hate having to sometimes move my gears around just to speed tune specifically for the Doki run. Well, what I can do is essentially open this button right here. This is the formation, and now the formation actually keeps all of the gear as well as the shells saved up. All right, that is the new thing, because previously it just put whatever units there are in there, but now it keeps the specific snapshot of the gear as well as the shells into this. So once again, hey, I need to pull up my Doki Doki team for the 2x, boom, there we go, I just run that. So I think that is a very nice addition as well, and that alongside the PvP specific gears, the specific teams they can use, just makes the barrier of entry a bit lower for some of these content, and reduces the swappage involved. It's not even a word. Yeah, so anyhow, overall I think I do very much like this patch update. There's still a ton of things to do on a daily basis. Like, I do like the shell event story, because hey, you know what, this is fast, you're just rolling dice, right? Some of the previous ones, they took way too long to do, and I did not enjoy that. But this is a fast one, and a bit of RNG involved, but hey, you know, this game is quite a lot of RNG. But I'm alright. It's at least better than the Dreamscape, which I'm pretty sure they are going to be going back to the drawing board, and to determine, you know, how to best present an event like that again to the viewers. But I welcome the quality of life improvements, as they have been extremely well done. Anyhow, thank you so much once again for watching this video, and it's TimaeuSS here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye now.